Hi, this is Wayne Blau with this week's Profit Maximizer Moment. Sorry about the little bit of delay. Computer messages kept popping up. I'm going to talk about this week about why you should concentrate on the customer and not the product, which is a mistake. Look, most business owners, we start a business and we're not creating a product. We're not Steve Jobs, who basically revolutionized the industry by creating a smartphone, the first Apple phone, or the Apple Watch, like we all now, a lot of us have, or they just don't. So it's rare. So for most people, you're walking into a market that already exists. People already know about plumbers, dentists, CPAs, lawyers, electricians, selling a product, retail, selling dresses, selling health supplies, vitamins and supplements and drink mixes and things like that. So for most people, the problem is they start a business owner, they think about their product or service they're offering, they fail to answer the most important question that every business owner must ask. This, I've said it before, I'm going to say it again, I'm sure. This is a question you need to be able to answer. Why should I, the customer, choose your product or use your service over all the other options available, including doing it myself and doing nothing? Think about that. I need to be able to answer that. Why should I, the customer, choose your product or use your service over all the other options available, including just doing nothing or doing it myself? All right. See, in English, what you need to do is stand out from the crowd. But to answer this question, you really must have a vision of your ideal customer in your head. Better yet, write it down. All right. Think about your 10 best customers and answer the following questions about them. If you don't have customers, then you better do some research so you can answer these questions. What niche are they in? What industry are they in? What is their age? What is their gender? Where do they live? What I mean by that is geographically, but also are they upscale? They live in a poor area of town. Where do they live? What is their education level? What do they read? What what podcasts do they listen to? What blogs do they follow? Things like that. How did they first hear from you? If you're in business, that's a question you should be asking all the time when they first walk in. How did you find me? I've been doing that forever, and I've noticed at the beginning it was like 95% referrals. And then over the years, it's kind of gone to 50-50, or 50% referrals and 50% are finding me online. So there's things have changed. And as they change, you need to adapt and change also. Why do they continue to buy from you for customers that you already have? What are their problems? Better yet, what are the problems that they wish they could solve? That's an important question. What are you not solving for them now and nobody else is solving for them? Okay. Why do they buy? What triggers them to buy? All right. An IRS letter comes in. You're selling medical supplies. Their father or mother or somebody they love is had a stroke. Well, what makes them buy? How are my competitors solving my customers or potential customers' problems? What are they doing? Who else influences the customer's buying decision? Which is okay. Like I said, the customer may be in my example. You got an IRS letter, the customer may be the business owner, but the wife has a lot to do with it, or the spouse, whichever way it goes. All right. Now think about your product and service and answer these questions. What can I do better or faster than my competitors to meet my customers' needs? How can I be better and faster? Or one or the other. How do my products or services solve a problem the customer is having? That's important to know that. How is my solution different from the solution my competitor is offering? That's important. What guarantee or promise can I give that my competitor isn't offering? Remove the risk, reverse the risk. All right. Guarantee your results. If you're doing a good job, you're going to guarantee it anyways. You might as well put it in your marketing material, right? How can I communicate this advantage to the customer in one sentence or less? All right. My one sentence or less. We help business owners make more money and keep more of it from the IRS legally. Pretty simple. All right. But very few CPAs do that. Most CPAs say, well, we'll do your books, we do payroll returns, we do income tax returns, we do financial statements. None of those, I've spoken to thousands of business owners over the last 50 years. And none of those people care about. Okay. Business owners want to make more money and keep more of it. How's that? and do it legally, of course. Look, answering these questions forces you to focus on your customers. Once you do, make it clear to your customer that your product or service is such a smart decision that they really have no better option than to buy from you. Okay. So, some homework. Re-listen to this. It's not that long, a little over 5 minutes. Write down your answers to each question. Pause them, write down the question, come back later and answer it, okay? Answer the questions most important to your business survival. Why should I, the customer, choose your product or use your service over all the other options, including doing nothing, that are available to solve my problem or need? Take this answer and incorporate it into the very core of your marketing and sales message. And really, another thing that I didn't really push, make sure you get a one, how do you communicate that advantage in one sentence or less? I told you mine. All right. What we do different from other CPAs is we concentrate on really three things. We do tax returns, we do tax planning, and we do business profit coaching. All right. Because that's the second sentence. My first sentence is we help you make more money and help you keep more of it legally from the IRS. And we do that through tax planning, tax return preparation in a way that doesn't attract attention, tax planning, and business coaching. Hey, until next time, this is Wayne Blau saying, let's make this our most profitable year ever. God bless, and see you at church this weekend. Bye. Yeah, I'll try to buy.